So today we're looking at a rack. Yes, a rack, because apparently my hobbies are now organizing tiny computers and pretending cable management is a personality trait. This is the DeskPi RackMate TL1. It's a 10U, 10-inch, open frame mini rack that lets you mount gear on all four sides, which is either brilliant or a direct attack on my self-control. And I'm gonna be honest, I tried to cram way too much into it immediately. For science, for content, for the algorithm, whatever. This new TL1 lands right in the middle of the RackMate lineup. It's bigger than the 8U T1, but smaller than the 12U T2. So yeah, I think 10U is a really good sweet spot. It's a wide open 4-post design. So no plexiglass side panels or top cover or even a bottom cover. It's basically a rack that said, you want protection? Build it yourself, champ. But the payoff is flexibility. Front, back, left, right, even top and bottom, everything is mountable in a 10-inch standard configuration. So you're not locked into one boring layout. It shows up fully disassembled, but don't panic. This isn't a 4-hour IKEA bookshelf where you question your life choices. We've never done that. It took me like 10 minutes, and it comes with all the hardware and tools you need to put it all together. I still use an electric screwdriver because I'm emotionally allergic to hard work. But really overall, it was easy to build with no drama, no missing parts, which is kind of rare these days. The big reason this rack deserves a full video is the 4-sided mounting. Most mini racks are front and back only. This one said, nah, we're enabling chaos in 360 degrees. So instead of everything living in the front and the back is just a cable crime scene, you can do networking on one side, compute on another, storage tucked somewhere else in there, and keep the back for power and cable management, or the top, or the sides, or wherever you could fit it. It really turns the rack into a little infrastructure cube. And it makes way more sense once you start using the sides for stuff you normally just pile behind the rack and pretend isn't there. And if you're into 3D printing, this thing is basically a blank canvas for your worst fever dream ideas. LED channels that are unnecessary and therefore required. The corners, the 4 posts of this have built-in grooves for LED strips. Plus, they include frosted covers, so it looks clean instead of like a hot glue RGB Homelab mess. I went out and grabbed cheap LED strips locally and lined all 4 corners for like 20 bucks. Now it's lit up like a vending machine in a sketchy alley, but you know, in a good way. Technically, RGB doesn't increase performance. Sure, and technically, I'm an adult. The moment you add that seizure-inducing glow, your network packets move faster, out of fear. So what about my build out? What did I put in it? Enough to make it obvious I should go outside more. But I've got a mix of mini compute, a small display up top, switching, storage, drawers and shelves, blank plates, and a dedicated power brick containment zone on the very bottom. Because power bricks are the real reason these mini racks turn into chaos, or at least a big reason. Then I use the side mounts for extra shelves, and the back for power and a little cable management. The point is, this rack makes it easy to build a dense little sandbox lab without everything feeling like it's stacked in one direction. So let's look at the pros and the cons of this updated mini server rack. Things that I actually love are the 10U height. It just makes sense. You get real usable space without it turning into a full-sized furniture project. The mounting on all 4 sides is the cheat code here. It's one of the biggest reasons really to buy this. The 10-inch standard is everywhere, which means accessories, shelves, brackets, and custom prints actually fit like they're supposed to. Those LED channels on the corners are a nice touch. Clean, simple, and it does look intentional. Now for the downsides, which are basically the trade-offs for any kind of open frame rack. If you don't fill the sides, it can look unfinished because it is unfinished. It's open by design. There's no top or bottom covers. So if you want a clean monitor on top or power strips and things hidden below, you're either going to need to print parts or buy some type of extra solutions. And it's pretty easy to overbuild. The rack isn't the problem. I'm the problem. The rack just enables it. So who is this for? If you're building a compact home lab, a mini network rack, a Proxmox or VMware sandbox, or just trying to stop your desk from looking like a tech thrift store explosion, this thing is for you. If you want a rack that looks finished out of the box with panels and clean lines, you might be happier with a more enclosed option like the traditional RackMate T1 or T2 or even the T0. I think this is for people who enjoy tinkering. The ones who see an open frame and think, perfect, I can make this thing so much worse. So what it comes down to is the RackMate TL1 is simple, flexible, and dangerously fun to build. Four-sided mounting makes it more useful than it looks. And 10U, like I said, is honestly the right size for a real mini stack without wasting space. Just know what you're buying. It's open frame. You're trading a finished look for the flexibility to do whatever you want. And if you're watching this thinking, I could totally keep that build under control, no, you can't, and neither could I. How about this? Rate my setup. Is it a clean home lab or a cyberpunk filing cabinet? Leave a comment down below and don't be gentle. I'll see you nerds on the next one.